Welcome back to Healthy Mind Space TV. I'm Mike Grant. Take a deep breath. You are exactly where you need to be. And today, I want to challenge one of the biggest myths in personal development. The idea that consistency is about willpower. Because if you've ever started a habit with excitement, only to quit a few days later, this message is for you. Not because you're lazy, not because you lack discipline, but because you've been taught to fight the wrong battle. Today, we're going to talk about how to rewire your brain for consistency. Not by trying harder, not by forcing motivation, but by changing the identity that drives your behavior. Let's begin. Most people think consistency is a test of willpower. They wake up every day promising to try harder, to be more disciplined, to finally stay committed. But by Thursday, they're back where they started. And then comes the self-criticism. I have no discipline. I can't stay focused. Why can't I stick to anything? But here's the truth most people never hear. Willpower is a trap, because willpower is a finite resource. It's a biological battery that drains every time you make a decision. Every temptation, every distraction, every stressful moment, every difficult choice drains a little more energy. If you're relying on willpower to build your habits, you're trying to run a marathon on a 1% battery. Eventually, you're going to crash. And when that happens, most people assume something is wrong with them. But nothing is wrong with you. You're simply running the wrong mental software. You're trying to force change through effort, instead of creating change through identity. Today, we're going to stop trying to overpower resistance and start rewiring the brain to remove it. Because consistency becomes easier when your habits stop feeling like chores and start feeling like proof of who you are. By the end of this video, you'll understand the mental shift that turns consistency from a daily struggle into a natural expression of your identity. Let's talk about why change feels so hard. Your brain is designed to conserve energy. It constantly looks for the fastest route to familiar behavior. Think of a hiking trail through a forest. The more people walk the same path, the wider and easier that path becomes. Eventually, everyone naturally follows it. Your brain works the same way. Every repeated thought, every repeated action creates a neural pathway, and the more often that pathway is used, the stronger it becomes. This is called neuroplasticity. Your brain is always adapting, always rewiring, always strengthening whatever you repeat. The problem is, most of us have spent years strengthening the wrong pathways: the procrastination pathway, the self-doubt pathway, the quit when it gets hard pathway. And now those patterns feel automatic, not because they're true, but because they're familiar. Your brain isn't trying to sabotage you. It's simply following the strongest path available, the path you've practiced the most. And that's good news, because if repetition built the old path, repetition can build a new one. Here's one of the most powerful ideas I've ever learned. Every action is a vote. Every choice, every habit, every small decision is casting a vote for the person you're becoming. When you read one page, that's a vote. When you exercise for 5 minutes, that's a vote. When you keep a promise to yourself, that's a vote. Most people think they need massive transformation. They don't. They need enough votes, enough evidence, enough proof to convince their brain that a new identity is real. One workout won't make you fit. One healthy meal won't transform your body. One productive day won't change your life. But every one of those actions casts another vote, and eventually the evidence becomes impossible to ignore. That's how neural pathways change. That's how identities change. That's how consistency is built. Let's make this practical. Here's the framework. Most people start too big, and that's why they fail. Your brain doesn't need huge victories. It needs proof. Start ridiculously small. 1 push-up, 1 paragraph, 1 minute of meditation, 1 healthy choice. Small wins create momentum. Momentum creates dopamine, And dopamine reinforces behavior. The goal isn't achievement. The goal is identity reinforcement. Every micro win sends a message. This is who I am. Step 2. Never skip twice. You will miss days. Everyone does. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is protecting the pathway. Imagine you're creating a new trail through the woods. One missed day doesn't erase the trail, but repeated neglect allows nature to reclaim it. The same thing happens in your brain. Miss once, recover immediately, protect the path, never skip twice. Because consistency isn't built by never falling, it's built by returning quickly. Step 3. Design your environment. Your environment is stronger than motivation. Every object around you is influencing behavior. Want to become a reader? Put books where you can see them. Want to exercise? Leave your workout clothes ready. Want to stop scrolling? Make distractions harder to access. Create an environment that supports your future identity. Don't rely on motivation. Design for success. Because when your environment aligns with your identity, consistency becomes easier. Before this video ends, I want to challenge you. For the next 24 hours, act as your future self in one small area of your life. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today, ask yourself, what would the consistent version of me do right now? Then do that, just once. Cast one vote. Strengthen one pathway. Prove to yourself that change is possible, because consistency doesn't begin with a habit. It begins with an identity, and identities are built one vote at a time. If this message spoke to you today, leave a comment below and tell me, what identity are you stepping into today? Maybe it's, I am disciplined, I am healthy, I am focused, I am consistent. Write it down, claim it, and start casting votes for it today. If this message challenged the way you think, like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's ready to become the person they were meant to be. I'm Mike Grant, and this is Healthy Mind Space TV. I'll see you in the next one. One step at a time, one thought at a time, one identity shift at a time.